Hello, this is Victor here with a new video, and this time I want to talk about Ninth Age. Following with the topic of the week started by Vince Venturella. Please, you can find the link below to the original video from Vince Venturella. I want to talk about what I think are the strengths and what I think are going to be the challenges for Ninth Age. So I have to say that I really wish that they are successful, that we have this system because it's created by the passion of the community, but I think there are some challenges and they have some strength, of course, but there are also some challenges that I think they have to take into account if they want to be successful. Let's start first with the strength. Let's start with the most positive part. So what I see as a strength of Ninth Age is that it's made by people that have really passion for the game. And there is a lot of passion for the game in the organizers. We have to take into account these people is not making money by doing that. They are doing that because they have passion for the game. They really love this type of game, and they decide to create the system. So I think this is one of the strengths because really when you have passion for something, you can dedicate a lot of times and you try to be successful and put as much as you can to make the project go ahead. Also, these people have a lot of experience. We have a lot of experienced people in that in the community that is creating the Ninth Age in both sides, in organizing games and in playing in tournaments. So we have a lot of people, well-known people that were playing and organizing games, and I think this is a good point because they can put their own experience in making the game and being successful. Of course, there is a lot of interest on the competitive community about this game, and this in short term is a big boost. You know that there is a lot of people interested in this new system. I have seen this here in Belgium. A lot of ex-players from Warhammer Fantasy really they put an eye on that. They have a lot of interest on what is coming on from the Ninth Age, and I think this will create a very nice base to start and a very good starting point. That the rules are free, this is also a good point. You don't need to invest in books, you don't need to invest in rule books. You just download them from the internet. And I think another good strong point is that they don't depend on a business model. So, and this is giving them more freedom than when you are depending from a business model. For example, if we compare to Games Workshop, they do the game to sell games, to sell miniatures. So they need to follow some guidances and they need to do something according to the business model. They have to do the game to sell. In that case, this is not needed. They can do niche armies. They don't need to care if there is a business model behind or not, because in principle this system will be business model independent, I would say. And it's not right here, but another good point is that they are really engaging with the community. Here we have to be careful. You cannot make happy the full community. They will need to do choices. They will need to decide which part, what they want to apply. Of course, they cannot apply contradictory feedback, and I see that sometimes this can be a little bit or that this can really burn out or can be a little bit of disappointment. But I think that they are interacting with the community is also a very strong point. So let's go now to some of the challenges that I think they have to take into account, and they have to address them if they want to be successful for long term. So one of the most important things when you are creating a game is to have new players. You need to fit the game with new players because, of course, the old players from Warhammer Fantasy, some of the most competitive ones, the ones that have interest, will start trying Ninth Age if the rules are good, and I think that will happen. They will engage with the game, but from time to time, some people will stop playing, and you need to add new players there. So, and to play new players, you have to be very careful with the starting point. And here I mean the entry barrier. What is what is the investment you need to do to start this game? I'd say the rules are for free, but you need to buy miniatures. So how many miniatures you need, how much you have to invest. And I think this is a watch out. If all the community is playing 3,000 points, for example, it's going to be very hard for new people to start. I know that they have plans to have rules for low point level, but one of the things Warhammer Fantasy was all we could play in the 8th edition at 1,000 points, but nobody was playing that, and this makes difficult the entry level. So it's not that you have the rules, is that the people is also using lower point values, low miniature count. Then the other thing is that you don't have you are not business dependent, but you need also publicity or marketing way to make this the game be known by the community. So normally this calls the penetration power, how many people will know about this game. Today a lot of people know there is a lot of publicity in YouTube, but if you are not in YouTube, if you just go to the Games Workshop store and you just play there, you will know about this game. And this will happen with a lot of people. Today in some Games Workshop store they still talk about the Ninth Age, because there are a lot of ex Warhammer fantasy players that still talk about that. But what will happen when this starts being diluted and we don't see this for example, in some stores? So this is an important point, how they will how to maintain this game alive is to how we acknowledge new people that this game is existing, and this can be a challenge for the edge. And then the miniatures. Games Workshop goes in a very divergent way compared to Ninth Age. And the Games Workshop is going to roam bases. Games Workshop is going to big miniatures and some miniatures that are really difficult to rank, and then will go more and more to go for the design, and these miniatures are not going to rank. If the people is starting in fantasy that knows Age of Sigmar and it goes in the opposite direction, there are armies that will not be translated into the armies that cannot be used in Ninth Age unless they start creating rules. And I'm talking here about, for example, the Fire Slayers or the Stonecast Eternals. So there is plans to include this in future. What they will do, I don't think so, but these are points to take into account because the market of miniatures can change. I know that there are other companies that you can use in that place, but really you will need to create a good guide for the people that is starting, because this can be very confusing. For people with experience, it's very easy. And this is the thing that the workshop do very well, is you have everything when you go to the shop. You have from the glue to glue all the things together, to the rules, to the any miniature that you want. And this makes the life very easy. More and more people goes to easiness, laziness. We don't want to spend time thinking, to spend time searching, unless it's your passion. But to know if it's your passion, you need a very easy entry level. And this can be a challenge for the Ninth Age. I think here they will need to create really a good database on where to find the miniatures. And one way to do it is to link this directly to the digital books at the end, put a list of miniatures that you can use for each unit and where you can buy them. And this is really the first thing I think they need to do to make easy life a very easy way to choose your miniatures, and really encourage people not to play only these 3,000 points or 2,500 points, as people do also some games at lower points to show that you can play with less miniatures. One thing that also can be a barrier and looks quite stupid at the beginning, but I think it's important to take into account is the paper books. Today we have everything in digital. In Ninth Age, I'm not sure if they have any plan to go to publish the books, but there's a lot of money. It's not that easy, and and it can be quite a barrier because I'm feeling this also with Age of Sigmar, where we have all the rules in digital, and I still prefer the paper books. And I don't like to read in the screen. Maybe I'm in the old school. I prefer to have everything on paper, to be easy to carry with me any way that I want. So I think this is a thing that can be a barrier for some people not to have paper books. It looks quite stupid, but all these little things can make some people to drop from the game and make more difficult the entry. And the last point I put here, and I put it in question mark because I'm still wondering what will happen, and I think we will not know exactly how they interact to each other. Is Age of Sigmar. Now that we know that Age of Sigmar is looking for the competitive scene, is going to compete with 9H. If some people that didn't play Age of Sigmar up to now because they were not structured, were not no points, if they do, if they find points and they have a tournament structure for Age of Sigmar, will they people stop going to play 9H and then they will dedicate to Age of Sigmar? This is an important watch out if they want to be successful. And I'm one of these person that is hesitating. I want to see what is Age of Sigmar with points in future. Yeah, and really to see what happens. This can because know that Game Workshop have announced that and wants to target the competitive. Game Workshop will start targeting the same type of people that a 9H was trying to target, and this can be quite a challenge for 9H because Game Workshop have they have the miniatures and they have the publicity and the marketing, and they are creating quite easy starting points that is playing without a structure. So yeah, these are I think the challenges. I think if they can with passion and with dedication you can overcome. We have seen games like Blood Bowl that without any type of support from our companies have survived for years and there is still tournaments. But yeah, it will depend where 9H will go. If we go to more niche market, or if we'll keep engaging more the full community. Here in Belgium, I know that there will be a tournament soon in June. I'm still balancing if I will go or not. I would like to go, but I'm a little bit lazy now to read all the rules. So it's a thing that I need really a little bit of push. And this is the thing. So let me know what do you think. Let me know if you think that I point the right strength and the right challenges. Do you see more strength that I forgot? Please leave in the comment below what do you think are the strengths of the 9H and what do you think are the challenges for the 9H. This is all what I wanted to share. So yeah, I just want to give a last message. I wish the best to the system. I wish them the best. I think that it will be great for the community if they succeed. To have the most variety and the most choices, I think is good for the community. And for now, that's all. Leave your comment below. Let me know what do you think. Thanks a lot for watching. And as usual, see you again later. Bye.